Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Gold. In the last episode we got to Violet City, and in this episode we're going to take out the gym. And we're heading right in. Let's talk to this happy little fellow right here first. Hey, I'm no trainer, but I can give some advice. Believe me, if you believe, championship dream can come true. You gotta believe. You believe, you gotta believe. Then listen. The grass type is weak against the flying type. Keep this in mind. Yes, so we're gonna have a hard time in this gym. First of all, there are 2 required trainer battles. In the remake of this game, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can skip them, but in this one you can't. Let me see if you're good enough to face Faulkner. Probably. Sorry, I had to grab something. I stopped talking there for about like 5 seconds. Whatever. Stop apologizing right at the start of the video. So he's got a Spearow. Again, normal flying type. It probably knows something like Peck, so I'm going to use Reflect right here. Which, again, if you didn't see the last episode, it halves the amount of physical damage you take for 5 turns. So yeah, you saw that was half damage, and that still did 7 damage. That's quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to have a hard time in this gym. I'm going to save in between each of these trainer battles. In all honesty, though, this and the gym leader are probably going to be the 2 hardest battles. And this guy only has 1 Pokemon. It's just this 1 Pokemon that is going to be difficult. Because Spearow knows a relatively decent flying move early on. Flying moves aren't really known for their epic attack power. And I gain 111 experience points and go to level 13. And yay, more stats. So yeah, unfortunately for me, I can't go get more Pokemon that I want yet, so I'm kind of hooped. So I'll meet you back in this gym. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. So yeah, this gym is shaped like an S. I have no idea why. Maybe it's for Sky? The keyword is Gust, did that say? I wasn't looking. Those here are training night and day to become bird Pokemon masters. Come on. Well, it's the middle of the night, so apparently you are training night and day. I don't know if you're training in the day, but that certainly says something a little bit about your dedication, even though most birds sleep at night, except for, like, owls, which, if you have a hoot-hoot, then you would be wide awake. So yeah, again, put up Reflect right away, because it's very helpful. And Pidgey used Tackle. Yeah, it does 2 damage, whatever. So yeah, after this battle, I don't think I'm going to actually go back to the Pokemon Center and heal. I might just use a potion or whatever, and call her done, pretty much. You gain quite a bit of experience from these battles, too, so if you do have another Pokemon, that's very nice. But if you don't, like me, then that sucks, basically. You're a little bit hooped on the training for a little bit. That's why I'm leaving Sprout Tower until later, because there's a lot of trainers in there. And you can get a lot of experience very quickly. I believe you're actually supposed to do that first, because in the remake you have to do that first before the gym. Reflect faded, whatever. I'm not going to bother to put it back up, because he's only going to attack me once, and it's going to do the same amount of damage either way. It'll actually do more damage if I put up Reflect, because he'll get 2 attacks in instead of 1. And yeah, we beat, what's his face? Birdkeeper Rod. That was very prophetic. Like, I can't believe you said something that amazing. I'm probably using the word prophetic wrong, because somebody that I work with told me that I do. Whatever. I don't really care. I like the word, and I don't care what it means. So this is Faulkner right here already. I'm Faulkner, the Violet Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Wow, you're just, like, preaching about birds, even though there's technically no bird Pokemon, it's flying type. He sent out a Pidgey. Yes, this guy only has 2 Pokemon. This is definitely the easiest gym in the game, for sure. So this Pidgey knows Tackle and Mud Slap. Mud Slap is a move we haven't seen yet. It's ground type, and it actually lowers your accuracy, so it makes it harder to hit the opponent, unfortunately. Hopefully he doesn't use it too much with this Pidgey. I remember in the remake, I had a lot of trouble with this guy because his levels A were a lot higher, and B, he used Mud Slap a lot with his first Pokemon, so hitting his second one was nearly impossible. It was ridiculously difficult. Damn, I was really hoping for a level up there. And he sent out Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is the evolved form of Pidgey. Although it doesn't evolve, I believe, until level 18. He has one at level 9. But I know in Red, Blue, and Yellow, I'm not too sure about Red and Blue, but I know in Yellow, at least, you can find Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest at low levels. Oh crap, I might be in a tight spot here. I may actually lose this battle, which would be really sad. I don't remember if Reflect actually worked. It probably did because I didn't take too much damage from that. So yeah, this Pidgeotto makes this battle a little tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna use a potion after this attack that he's done. Hopefully he doesn't get a critical hit, because if he does, that'll suck because I'm dead. Nope. So I'm gonna go in my bag and use a potion. Yes, you can use items in the middle of battle. I don't think I've done it yet. But it's a very nice feature because it's extremely helpful. I'm actually going to use another one just to get back up to full, because you can never be too careful in these gym battles. And I know some people think, oh, you're using potions in the middle of battle. That's cheating. Well, if it's cheating, then why do they let you do it? Basically. That's how I basically see any game. If something's cheap, like ridiculously cheap, and it's just like gimmicky and it makes the game stupidly easy, then yeah, why did I do that again? Crap. That's just another attack he gets in on me. Holy crap. I am going to use another potion. But yeah, if they put these features in the game, I don't see why people look down on you for using them, because yeah, I'm not as good at Pokemon as some people are. I don't play it competitively or anything like that. But I think of myself as somebody who knows quite a bit about the game. I'm not too sure if that's actually true, but I do enjoy the games, yes. And Pidgeotto is down. Chikorita game 217 experience points, which is a lot for this early in the game. And we leveled up, and we beat Leader Falconer. Darn, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. Alright, take this. It's an official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. Got 900 bucks. And your dad's bird Pokemon sucked. If you train those night and day, my god, that must be some pretty weak training. Zephyr badge raises the attack power of Pokemon. It also enables Pokemon to use Flash, if they have it, anytime. Here, take this too. We've got TM31, which I believe contains Mud Slap. I think he'll tell us. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a move. Think before you act. A TM can only be used once. TM31 contains Mud Slap. Yes, it reduces the enemy accuracy, while it also causes damage. In other words, it's both defensive and offensive. In all honesty, it's kind of a crappy move, because you only get 10 power points for it, which means you only get 10 uses before you have to go back and heal. And we get a phone call from Professor Elm. Hello, KevDog. We discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? Click. So yeah, Mud Slap, it's got really low attack power too. I think it's 10, but I'm not sure, which is one of the lowest in the game. I'm gonna heal before I talk to this guy, because as you can see, Mr. Super Glasses and Super Deep Voice is like standing right beside us, and hasn't even noticed that we're there, even though he's specifically looking for us, and he's seen us many, many times.
KevDog, long time no see. Professor Elm asked me to find you. He has another favor to ask. Would you take the Pokemon egg?
Yes, I got the Pokemon egg, yay, and I know exactly what's in it already, so whatever.
We discovered that a Pokemon will not hatch until it grows in the egg. It also has to be with other active Pokemon to hatch. KevDog, you're the only person we can rely on. Please call Professor Elm when that egg hatches.
And I yawned in the middle of saying that last sentence, so if it sounded weird, that's probably why. So the only reason that he says the egg has to be with an active Pokemon is because an egg is seen as like a dead Pokemon. It's not really there, see? But it takes up a slot in our Pokemon inventory. But you can only carry 6. I don't think I ever mentioned that. But yeah, you go down here and you can go past this guy now. You talk to him. You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of Grass-type moves. Kevdog received Miracle Seed, and no, it's not dependent on what starter you picked, what he gives you here. It's always a Miracle Seed. So, yeah, if you picked Totodile or Cyndaquil, you just kind of get screwed over here. So yeah, it boosts the power of Grass-type moves. I think it's only 10% though, but I'm going to go in this grass because there's actually 2 Pokemon on this route that I want to catch, and I will meet you when I find one of them, which it's not this one, even though this is so happy. This guy is so happy. He's a water type. His name is Wooper. He might be water ground, I can't remember. I know his evolution is water ground, but I can't ever remember if he himself is that type. So yeah, I will meet you when I find it. Okay guys, I'm back over here because I actually realized something very, very stupid of me. One of the Pokemon that I wanted to catch, you can catch in this cave at like a 40% rate of catching. But I think there's this trick when you come out of that menu. No, that's only in the first game. You come out of the menu in the first game, and you can actually see where you're going. And there's an item out there. I'm going to try and get it before I run into the Pokemon that I need, which is not this. So this is going to be extremely tedious, so I'm probably going to speed this up. So I should probably start talking slower, just because like it can be pretty difficult to get around here because it's dark. But yeah, talking speech stuff. Geodudes are annoying because I don't want them, and they appear all the time, and it's just like, F off, you stupid rock, basically. How far up can I go here? How far to the right can I go here? Oh, I'm not running into a wall yet. Nope. This is so awkward to walk around. There we go. And you get a potion for all that effort, which it's really not worth it. And now I have to get back out, which is an even more pain in the ass. Which I have no idea how to get out of here. But I'll meet you outside, well, like right by the door when I find my Pokemon. One sec. Okay, finally. After 17 Geodudes in a row, I finally run into a Zubat. So Zubat is the next Pokemon on my team. A lot of people are going to argue with this, saying, oh, this Pokemon sucks, it's awful, whatever. Well, I have used it before, and it actually can kick some major ass later in the game. But for right now, I will admit, yes, Zubat itself sucks, but its evolved forms are awesome. Mostly because its fully evolved form is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. It's extremely difficult to outspeed it. And one of the Elite Four actually has the fully evolved form of Zubat. So, first attempt at catching a Pokemon. Let's see if we can do it. Use one of our Pokeballs and throw it. You definitely want to weaken it down. I used Razor Leaf because it's like ×4 not effective against this thing, so it'll do a quarter its regular damage. And Zubat was caught. Its data was newly added to the Pokedex, and this will happen. Oh, bad time to yawn. Every time that you catch a new Pokemon. So it's 2 feet and 7 inches, 17 pounds for a bat that's extremely heavy. While flying, it constantly emits ultrasonic waves from its mouth to check its surroundings. Give a nickname? Yeah. This is probably going to seem kind of weird. Or lame, or whatever. And I never realized, but that's a terrifying sprite that it has there. I'm gonna call it Bats. If you could think of a better nickname, post it in the comments, and I will consider it. I can't guarantee that I'll... can't guarantee that I'll name my Pokemon that, because again, like, what if more than one person comments and thinks of a better name? But for now, it shall be called Bats. And I probably want to stick it out front so it can gain some experience. But for now, I will meet you back in Violet City after I heal up. One sec. Okay, we're all healed up. I just moved Bats to the front of my party. So let's go on to Sprout Tower. I was just talking about sprites and how terrifying Bats' sprite looked. So yeah, this is a very yellow tower. Yes, I know. A Bellsprout over 100 feet tall. People say that it became the center pillar here. This pillar, yes, this is a pillar. I always thought that this was supposed to be a Game Boy as a kid. See the pillar shaking? People are training upstairs. So yes, apparently it's shaking because there are people training and making a ruckus. Sprout's Tower was built long ago as a place for Pokemon training. Yes, I believe there's only 3 floors, but it's kind of mazy. Only if you reach the top will you obtain an HM. The very top is not very high. So yeah, there's a lot of trainers in here. They pretty much all have level 3 Bellsprouts, and that's pretty much all that any of them have. And honestly, they're going to be ridiculously easy to take out because Bats has a move that is strong against them, which is Leech Life, which you steal half the HP that you attack them with, and that does very, very little, and so does Vine Whip. I'm actually going to switch to Chikorita for these battles just to speed this up. I'm actually going to speed up these battles too, just because they're going to take an extremely long time if I'm switching out Pokemon every single time. So yeah, I don't have... the only move that I have that's super effective against these guys is Leech Life, which, as you saw, did extremely little damage. So it's going to take me a while to train up this Zubat until it evolves, because I think it evolves at level 22. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. I will look it up after this fight. But as you can see, like, that one Pokemon kill just about made it level up, and that was only half the experience. So this is a good way to grind up Pokemon if you don't have an EXP share, which is a hold item that gives you half the experience from every Pokemon that's fought automatically. Yeah, this is probably the second best way to grind up experience in the game, is just by switching out a weak Pokemon into a strong one. And Chikorita, I'd like to think Chikorita is a relatively strong Pokemon, because it's level 14, we're fighting level 3s, and Bats grew to level 4, and as you can see, its stats are kind of abysmal right now. But that will change over time. That will change. Don't worry. Because I have used the Zubat before, and yes, training it until it evolves is a little bit painful, especially in this generation, because it doesn't learn any flying moves for a while. I'm going to see how much Leech Life does now, just because we leveled up, and it'll probably do a little bit more. Not really. It looks to be about the same. I'm not too sure. So yeah, let's switch back to Chikorita, and see what we can own right now up in this shiznit. Actually, that one Leech Life does enough so that Tackle will kill these in one hit. If I don't do the Leech Life, then Tackle won't kill these in one hit, which is a little unfortunate. Sage Nico is defeated. I fought hard, but I'm too weak. Got 96 bucks. Yay. These guys are freaking rich. And I'll tell you something, you earn a lot of money in this game. I've gotten in the hundreds of thousands. I'm not sure what the max money is. I've gotten over 900,000 in Generation 4, because there's a very good way to grind money in that. We stand guard in this tower. Here, we express our gratitude to honor all Pokemon. And as much as it doesn't seem like it, there actually are wild Pokemon in this tower, but they're very, very few and far between. Their encounter rate is extremely low, and I think all you can run into here is... Hold on, I'm gonna check. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. I actually kept battling while I was looking that up, but you can actually run into only Rattata during the day, but at night you can also run into Ghastly, which is a ghost/poison type of Pokemon. It's extremely weak to psychic attacks, but it's actually very fast, and it's got very high special attack. So it's actually a very useful Pokemon. It's also immune to normal type moves, so that is very, very helpful. Which this one Pokemon is the premise for an entire gym. But we will come across that when we come across it. It's a little bit later in the game, actually quite a bit later in the game. So yeah, don't worry about that right now. But yeah, other than these guys with Bellsprouts, there's really not a lot in this tower, because the encounter rate on Pokemon is oh so low. It's ridiculous. So back into the very yellow tower, and I think there's like 5 trainers in here. Oh, a wild Pokemon. Look at that. Huh. And it's a Rattata. There's only 15% chance of running into this thing. Huh. That's funny. Also in that last battle, Bats leveled up. I didn't show that. I might actually splice in a clip. of that in the middle of the battle. But I'm not too sure. You never know. So yeah, this guy's got same deal as all the other guys. I'm actually just going to cut this out. But Bats is going to level up, so I'm going to show that. So I'll meet you outside of the battle. 1 sec. And Bats grew to level 6 after the first enemy. And as you can see, his speed is starting to get a little bit higher than everything else. And he learned Supersonic. So Supersonic is the first move in the game that can confuse other Pokemon. I believe it only has 55 power. I'm not too sure about that. Something will flash up if I'm wrong. But did I say 55 power? I think I did. If I did, I meant 55 accuracy. And honestly, it's okay. But I'm not too sure. I think Zubat learns a move later on that's actually quite a bit better. I'm actually just going to start killing these guys just with Zubat. So, yeah, this is going to take a little bit longer. So, 1 sec. Oh, I'm weak. Oh, yes, you are. That's probably because you picked the same Pokemon 3 times. And we get a phone call. Our first phone call from youngster Joey. Kevdog, good evening. It's me, Joey. Got a minute? How are your Pokemon doing? My Rattata is really energetic. It's a handful. Hey, listen. I almost caught Hoot Hoot the other day. Oh, it was so close, too. See you later. He was telling us about stuff the other day when we battled him, like, 45 minutes ago. Whatever. So I'm actually going to end things off here. And next time on Pokemon Gold, we will continue on in Sprout Tower and hopefully get to the end and maybe leave Violet City. I'm not too sure. So see you guys then. Goodbye.